White House has stated the United States had no involvement in the reported strike yesterday in Syria. Neither did we know about it ahead of time. We have communicated this directly to Iran. We cannot confirm any information about this event. As we gather details, one thing is clear. Iran and its proxy partners need to avoid escalating tensions in the region.
The Secretary General condemns the attack on diplomatic premises of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Damascus, as well as the reported casualties. He reaffirms that the principle of inviolability of diplomatic and consular premises and personnel must be respected in all cases, in accordance with international law. He cautions that any miscalculation could lead to a broader conflict in an already volatile region with devastating consequences for civilians who already are seeing unprecedented suffering in Syria, in Lebanon, the occupied Palestinian territory, and the broader Middle East.